Let's bring out the starters for your Orlando Magic. Starting at shooting guard, standing 6'5", number 3, Gameday Caldwell-Pope. At center, 6'10", number 34, Wendell Carter Jr. At guard, 6'4", number 4, Jalen Suggs. At forward, 6'10", number 22, Wagner. At forward, 6'10", number 5,
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Inside for him, it's Harris and Duran. Cunningham is out there with Hardaway. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Magic, sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell-Pope and Wagner. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Suggs in at the point. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now, here's Cunningham. Hardaway sets a screen for Cunningham. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Well, the physicality of the NBA takes some getting used to, but Cunningham is able to make those tough finishes.
Back to Suggs. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. The three-pointer, no good. Harris with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Puts up a deep 3. That's good from Harris on the assist by Cunningham.
And through hard work, this has become Harris's bread and butter. A knockdown shooter off the catch.
Wagner, a screen on Cunningham. Here's Suggs. Buries it from three-point range.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Well, and as a fan of the game, you have to love these back-and-forth moments.
Now, here's Cunningham. 23 points his last outing. Over Suggs. Cunningham's shot is off. Well, for Detroit, their last game a loss to New York.
Actually, I thought they might be able to sustain that momentum that they picked up in the fourth quarter, but was not meant to be.
Carter with a screen on Cunningham. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Banchero. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Pass to Hardaway. On the wing, Thompson. Here he goes, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
So fast of foot on the run, Asir, tough to catch.
Banchero with the ball. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
And what strikes me about Cade Cunningham is he's still growing. He's still capable of doing more on the floor, and he has the work ethic and attitude to make those improvements and become a real factor on the floor.
Now here is Carter, following the miss by Cade Cunningham.
Well, I want to see more of this from Duren. Nice effort using his size to make an impact defensively.
Coach, it didn't take long for Cade Cunningham to establish himself as the leader of this team.
Well, Kevin, he's very mature for his age. He was put in a position with all young guys around him, so he had to step up. And I've never heard Cade Cunningham blame anyone else for the team's struggles. He's got everything you could want in a team leader.
That's good from Cunningham. Working his way from scout to head coach, Jamal Mosley was a longtime assistant under Rick Carlisle. He has paid his dues, Coach.
Yeah, and Kevin, I really admire the guys that put in the time, as you say, pay their dues and get themselves ready for when they get the opportunity. There's a lot of outstanding younger coaches in this league, and Jamal Mosley's as good as any of them.
Yep, I would agree. Now, here's Suggs. He stands since 2009. The Pistons have just 2 playoff appearances.
Yeah, that's true, Kevin, and they got swept in both of those playoff appearances. They haven't won a playoff game since 2008, and with all the lottery picks they've made recently, their fans are itching to see some progress.
First one falls for him. And you look at the Detroit Pistons, Stan, so much young talent, but the chemistry is a work in progress, clearly.
Well, it is, Kevin, and they're working on it, but it's hard with so many new faces, and they still need a second and third guy that they can build around. They've got a lot of good role players, but they need a couple more stars.
Both free throws good from Suggs.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Duren with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Pass to Duren. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. After a solid rookie campaign, Coach, Jalen Duren had a breakout sophomore year.
Well, Kevin, Jalen Duren knows who he is. Averaging a double-double, but he stays within himself. Doesn't take very many jump shots, shot well over 60%, and he has got a great motor.
And he can't get the first one. Stan coming right down to it. Finish line is in sight. The playoffs are within sight. The warmer weather, I think, signals that the playoffs are right around the corner.
Yeah, Kevin, that's exactly right. And neither team here needs any extra motivation in this one. You want as high a seed as possible in the postseason. You want as many of these crucial games to be played in your own building. Well, a lottery pick back in 2022. Jalen Duren brings energy to this team. A big frame, toughness down low.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
All right, fans, it's Dance Cam time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Keep on dancing. Show us those moves. Oh, sit down.
now let's check out the standings in the Eastern Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. You take a look at the Pistons. Right now, the 6th best record in the conference, looking to hold on to playoff position and finish the regular season strong. And checking out Orlando, right on their tail, vying to move up and take over if they get the chance.
And I think for the Pistons, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean, a playoff contender, but not necessarily championship caliber.
Well, sometimes those teams that are on the edge can be the most dangerous. They play like they have something to prove.
Here's Banchero, and it's off the back rim, no good. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Pistons. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
And they were mired in foul trouble the last time they played. Let's see if they can avoid that this time out.
Here's Hardaway. Paolo Banchero making his last shot. Duran a screen. Top of the key. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Hardaway Jr. carving out some space for himself with that play call.
Now, let's go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jamal Mosley.
We talked about how dialed in he is on Cade Cunningham in this matchup. Coach told me the key is not to let him get into a rhythm early on. That might mean you have to throw different defenders at him. Maybe send him double teams too. Everything is on the table tonight. We'll see what they come up with for Cade. Guys?
Thanks, David. That's good from Carter. Well, there's a unique profile for Wendell Carter Jr., a tremendous rebounder and shooter, and now he's playing on a pretty good team, and he's a big reason why.
He sure is. Look, he's really big at 6'10", 270. All right, top 20 in the league in rebounding and effective field goal percentage. Can shoot the three. Great blend of size, skill, and toughness.
Stewart checked in for Detroit. Wagner passes to Suggs. Back to Wagner. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Carter with a screen on Harris. There's the lob to Carter. Hardaway against Carter. Lets the three fly. Hardaway, no good. The Magic have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Goes back up, and it's blocked.
Well, his block numbers might not always show it, but Stewart is a strong defender who alters a lot of shots.
Looking at the last game for Orlando, it was a loss to the Celtics in Boston. Pass to Carter. Now Suggs. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Suggs has got 8.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
Top of the key, Harris. Back to Cunningham. He can't get that one. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly.
That free throw, good from Banchero. Well, back in 2022, the #1 overall pick was Paolo Banchero. What do you think of his game?
You have to love his game, Kevin. I mean, handles the ball as a big guy at 6'10", makes plays for other people, scores, gets to the free throw line. All-star game in his second year. And on that team, he has really, really looked to defend. This guy's future is bright.
And their coach is another guy from the Seattle area, right, who has come on the NBA and starred.
There have been quite a few of them. That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Ivy against Caldwell Pope. Carter with a screen on Ivy. 6 to shoot. Caldwell Pope finds Carter. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, there's no question Carter can play strong inside. He has the build for it.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
Get loud, fans. On the court is your hype squad. Who wants a t-shirt?
How about the numbers here for Banchero? Averaging about 26 points per, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
Pistons trail by 6. Ivy with it. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Cunningham passes to Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
Well, that's where Cunningham is at his best, operating the pick and roll.
Caldwell Pope outside. Suggs with a screen for Caldwell Pope. Carter finds Wagner. Rebound, Detroit.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
And that one, good. Now just a 2-point Magic lead.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
Now, here's Wagner. He has yet to score. Hardaway against Wagner. Now, here's Cunningham. D right on him. Down low, here's Stewart. The game now all time.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
An okay season at the free throw line for him so far, sitting right around 76%.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Wendell Carter. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Banchero. Anthony's checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Anthony Black in for Jalen Suggs. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Well, Coach Van Gundy, you spent a number of seasons with the Orlando Magic franchise. Looking back at that time, what stands out?
Well, Kevin, what stands out for most coaches in jobs, we actually won a lot there, and the winning stands out. I coached a great group of players, inherited not only talent, but guys of high character. It was winning, and it was fun.
We did a lot of winning down there.
We did. Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
Basket good.
Yeah, Anthony is a talented scorer. He understands how to capitalize when he's near the rim.
Ivy against Anthony. They grab their own miss. Beasley with a clean look. And a miss there on the triple. Orlando, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Ivy against Anthony to the inside. Now, here's Wagner. Defense is right there. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field. Releases. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Isaac against Ivy. Anthony kicks to Wagner. Beasley with the rebound.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Beasley with the screen on Anthony. Ivy against Anthony. Clock at 6, and he gets the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 1.
Too smooth from the mid-range. Defenders can't let Ivy get comfortable from there.
Here's Black. He's guarded by Schroeder. Isaac a screen on Beasley. And that one's good. Wagner. Wagner's got his second bucket of the game to go. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
A minute 20 left in the first quarter. Isaac up top. Still scoreless. Magic moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. They set the pick. Here's Anthony. Sinks that one from the post. Now it's a 3-point Orlando lead.
Well, Anthony knew the spot he wanted to get to off the pick and executed.
Pass to Ivy. Back to Schroeder. There's the lob to the hoop. And stolen by Wagner. Black the pass to Wagner. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. No good on the triple. To the paint. Here's Stewart. And it's Orlando with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And defensively in that one, they needed to come up with big stops to quiet that crowd. And that's obviously easier said than done.
Well, on the road, your defense needs to withstand runs from the other side, and that wasn't the case for them.
And he makes the first.
Yeah, Cole Anthony is a spark plug. He can be a scorer or he can run the offense. Cole's versatility is vital for this team.
So Anthony nails both of them.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Now Ivy launches a 3, drains the three-pointer. Ivy's got 5.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge for the Orlando Magic. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about the Magic here so far in this one?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
All right, and now you want to see them sustain this relentlessness for the entire game because it's clearly paying off.
On the court for the Pistons, they've got Beasley. Thompson is out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Ivy, and it's Schroeder in at the 1. Here's Black. Still yet to score. Pass to Banchero. Shot clock at 6. And good that time. And the Magic lead by 4.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. With his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Stewart misses. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Pass to Black. Now here's Anthony. Over Ivy. Anthony can't hit. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Thompson, a screen on Banchero. Ivy with it. Isaac picks him up. No good from Beasley. Orlando leading by 4. Over in the corner, Banchero. Pass to Anthony. Detroit with the rebound. Ivy's got 4 rebounds in this game. So, Stan, we have a second-generation player in front of us, and next to us is Dad, Cole Anthony. He has his dad's gift, don't you think, for passing the ball?
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot more scoring gift than his dad had. You know, the thing I love about what Cole has done, though, I respect so much, is he's accepted that role coming off the bench, and he's been such a great weapon for them.
He misses the free throw. As the son of 2 professional athletes, Stan, Jaden Ivey was raised around sports. He knows the culture.
Yeah, that's an understatement, Kevin. His grandfather and father both played professional football. His mom played in the WNBA. She's now a college coach, but she also spent some time as an assistant with the Grizzlies. This guy has had sports from the time he was born.
Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players, and it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
Magic leading by 6. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, "It's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court." Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
It's time for T-shirts.
Checked in for Anthony. Stewart checked in for Detroit. While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. The Pistons second.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long, so that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And here's Ivy. He has 6. Looking for Stewart. He gets it there. And the dunk by Stewart.
Well, where was the defense? You can't let a big man like Stewart get this deep.
Pass to De Silva. Beasley with the steal. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Magic?
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, "Get the ball inside," and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And they've also been effective from beyond the arc tonight. And if that continues, guys, it can really open up the rest of their offense.
And the first one at the line is good. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Schroeder. How the second half of the season has shaped up for him. He's averaging 11 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. He's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Well, he's found his groove. He isn't forcing anything, and he's making the most of his chances. Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for the Magic. Suggs comes in for Harris. And Detroit with a change here, too. Holland's checked in. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. 6 to shoot. Beasley in the post. Good.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Carter outside. Pass to De Silva. And he's good on the 3-ball. De Silva's got 6.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Now, here's Ivy. He's got 9. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots. Orlando leading by 4. Pass to Banchero. Fast break, here we go. Here's Holland. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Paolo Banchero.
Yeah, easy call.
For Detroit, they have knocked down 5 of their 9 attempts at the stripe tonight.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And that one falls for Holland. A different look here for Detroit. Harris comes in for Isaiah Stewart. And it's Cunningham in for Dennis Schroeder. He's perfect from the line this time. And Stan, after a few down years, the Magic has been recaptured here in Orlando.
It sure has, Kevin. They've had great draft picks. They have a couple of young franchise cornerstones. They've got size. They've got guys who will continue to improve. This team's got a chance to be really, really good going forward.
Now Cunningham. After Paolo Banchero misses from long range. Carter against Harris.
And you like how physical Harris can get inside, always looking to initiate contact on offense.
The Pistons have gone 7 of 11 from the line.
Tobias Harris at the line for 2.
And the first one drops.
He's just one of those veterans you can count on from the line. Harris really makes an impact from the stripe.
The Pistons making a change here. Stewart's checked in. That one drops. He ties it up. The Magic have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Pass to Suggs. Carter with a screen on Ivy. And it's Suggs missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Harris. He's covered by Banchero. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And that's the kind of play that fires up your team. Harris with the strength to finish through contact.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
The Magic trail by 3. Wagner outside. Suggs looking around. Here's Banchero. And just miss after miss right now.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Beasley kicks to Ivy. Pistons passing it around. Fast break. Here come the Magic. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
A moment to check out Cade Cunningham here. Since the All-Star break, he has been superb. 5th in assists and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And as you said, dropping dimes at a top 5 pace. He's in total command of his team. They look to him for leadership, and he does not disappoint. That free throw missing. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that. That I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Orlando's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. A nice shot by Carter.
Well, that's how effective Carter Jr. can be inside, using his size to his advantage.
Harris, the rebound by Caldwell Pope. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. Pass to Carter. And stolen by Ivy. Harris against Wagner. Harris missing again.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Here's Suggs. He's got 9. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Detroit's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Harris against Banchero. Pass to Beasley. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Banchero outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paolo Banchero. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The Magic making a switch here. Bitadze's checked in. And then for Detroit, Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for Malik Beasley. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Jaden Ivey. A floater. That's good from Harris on the assist from Duren. Harris has got 12 in the game.
And so far, Harris is having his way on offense. The defense just has not found an answer for his energy on that end.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
Here they come, fans. Your 407 Gameday.
Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Paolo Banchero.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Cunningham against Suggs. Suggs, screen on Thompson. Wagner kicks to Suggs. Clock at 4. Over Cunningham. Drops one in from the wing. Suggs has got 11 points. For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Harris. Harris draws the double. Here's Cunningham driving the lane. Got a hand on it.
Well, Suggs is an elite on-ball defender. We don't see a lot of blocks by a guard.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them, too, with 88% from the line.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Well, each year, Suggs comes on a little stronger, and he has really improved his efficiency.
That one is no good.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And when you take a look at Jalen Duren, a big man, Greg, who seems to get better each and every season.
Well, you know, he averaged a double-double in his second season. I especially like how hard he goes after rebounds. This guy has a bright future in this league.
Pistons have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game. And that one misses.
And you got to love a vet like Tim Hardaway Jr. He knows the game well, knows how to go out there and produce for his team.
And he sinks the second. The Magic have gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. To the middle, Hardaway with the steal. Suggs with the steal. For the finish, and Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. That combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. And here's Caldwell Pope after Tobias Harris getting his shot to go from deep, and Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And part of an overall effort for Kentavious going for higher percentage shots. That time working inside.
Now here is Hardaway. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Cunningham outside, down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries the spin move. The 19-foot shot, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Cunningham's got 5 points so far.
I love that move by Cunningham to create the space for himself.
Suggs dishes to Carter. Pass to Bitadze. Caldwell Pope against Hardaway. There's a good screen. And Caldwell Pope good for 3. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Hardaway finds Harris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
And whenever Harris is aggressive like this, I think it's for the best because he has that ability to attract contact.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so no doubt he's pleased with that.
And he knocks down the first one.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Mo Wagner comes in for Goga Bitadze. And it's Anthony Black in for Carter. And Harris drops them both. 58 seconds left in the second quarter. Wagner outside. And it's blocked. And they get it back. Here's Suggs. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Suggs just staying active and goes to the line now.
6 attempts for him at the line. He's made 4.
Jalen Suggs.
The first one falls.
And he's been much more aggressive here in the second quarter. He's getting to the line a lot more than he did in the first.
Jaden Ivey, he's checked in for the Pistons. Both free throws good from Suggs. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. Thompson outside. 32 seconds left to play here in the half. The 3. Rebound by the Magic. Suggs with the ball. 16 points for him.
Pistons foul. Cade Cunningham. First personal foul. 5th team foul.
He's been getting to the line, made 6 of his 8 tries.
Jalen Suggs. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. Pistons trail by 4. Now Ivy. He's got 11. Harris a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Ivy. No good on that one. Jalen Suggs has been leading the charge for the Orlando Magic. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. With J.B. Bickerstaff, Coach, what will be the areas of emphasis on defense in the second half?
Well, we got to do a much better job just being physical, fighting them deep down in the post. We got to be very aggressive early, not letting them get deep post catches, make them have to kick the basketball out and not take those easy buckets.
That is doing your work early, and we'll see if you can do it in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum. They're measuring up the shot. Oh, someone left the window open. Let's hear it for the participants.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down. How much importance did you two put on the regular season standings during your playing days?
Man, I took them very seriously, Ernie. I wanted to be on top. Meanwhile, Shaq was out there sleepwalking through the regular season.
And apparently there's been a carryover into his television career.
Somebody say television?
Talking Pistons now. Close game so far for them.
They better be grateful for their bench. The reserves are showing up in the big way.
The others you always talk about, big fella. Taking some pressure off the starters here. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Jalen Suggs.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Magic leading by 4. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. And it's Suggs in at the point guard. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. And so it's Detroit with the ball. The Magic getting the bucket. Hardaway passes to Harris. And it's off from three-point range. Orlando's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Duran finds Hardaway beyond the arc, bangs home the trifecta. Hardaway has got 6 points.
A go-to shot for Hardaway Jr. He can really hurt defenses from downtown.
Good ball movement here by the Magic. Bounce pass Suggs. For 3, Caldwell Pope. He can't get that one to fall. Pistons trailed by 5. So, Stan, we watched Kentavious Caldwell Pope's career, and he's played for a handful of teams. And he's been a starter on multiple title teams, including the 2020 LA Lakers.
Yeah, Kevin, I loved coaching him. This guy is a hard worker. He's one of the best conditioned athletes in the league. His stamina is incredible. He knocks down threes. It's not a coincidence that he's been on championship teams in 2 different cities.
Amazing. Now here is Harris. Paolo Banchero unable to get his last shot to go in. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Carter pulls it in. Orlando leading by 3. Suggs kicks to Carter. Here's Banchero. Nice follow through on the fadeaway. 12 points for him.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options. If he can't penetrate, your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
Cunningham. It's hauled in by the Magic. Suggs has got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the left side wing. Banchero inside, guarded by Harris. Clock at 6. Here's Suggs. Rebound by the Pistons. Cunningham on the wing. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Inside. Outside Hardaway. Detroit, no good that time either. There's Wagner with the 3. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Duran with a screen on Suggs. Cunningham with it, and it's Carter picking him up. 6 on the shot clock. Cunningham gets the bucket, and Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
And a moment now to see some numbers for Thompson. Some good contributions, really, since the All-Star break. Averaging about 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
Yeah, his true impact on the defensive end cannot be measured by stats.
Magic leading by 3. Banchero a screen for Suggs. On the top of the key, Duran pulls it in. Duran's got 4 rebounds in this game. On the wing, Hardaway. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Hardaway is screen on Wagner. Here's Thompson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Caldwell Pope. And you look at Asar Thompson, Coach, already imposing at the defensive end of the floor.
He certainly is, Kevin. And that's what they got him to do. But it's the offensive end where he has to make strides, especially in his three-point shooting. It's problematic for a perimeter player who struggles to get the ball in the basket.
That free throw good from Thompson.
This rookie Thompson is special, a talented guard who does a little bit of everything.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Well, in terms of pure talent, Asar Thompson has loads of it. I don't know if he has a ceiling. Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Now, here's Cunningham. 9 points in the game so far. A nice shot by Harris.
And that last shot just bothered Harris. He was compelled to go back at him.
Suggs against Cunningham. And that one's good. Suggs has got 20 points.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
And really with a pass-first mentality, Cunningham, the type of player that you like to play with.
Now, here's Wagner. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. To the middle. It's tipped. It's stolen by Duren. Down low for the tie. And Cunningham gets it to go on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight. For Orlando, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Pass to Banchero. Carter with a screen on Harris. Here's Banchero. Makes it off the glass. Banchero's got 14 points.
Well, one thing that sets Banchero apart is his body control. The contact never breaks his rhythm.
Cunningham against Suggs. Cunningham drives in. Orlando leading. Here's Suggs. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on Jalen Duren.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
And the other thing we've seen them do well tonight is draw fouls. Time and time again throughout this game, they've won trips to the line and converted.
First free throw is good. And Orlando making a change here. Black's checked in. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Stewart's checked in for Duren. Second free throw, no good. Pistons trail by 3. Pass to Thompson. Cunningham outside. Shot from the top of the key. And again, Cunningham missing. And Wagner's got the ball here for Orlando. To the paint, it's tipped. Orlando moving the ball around. And it's Banchero missing. Detroit's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. That's tipped.
Well, that's impressive defense by Wagner. He gets himself into great position.
Now, here's Stewart. 7 points in the game. Suggs against Hardaway. Suggs kicks to Black. Oh, and here we go. Cunningham heading to the hoop. Good work there as it goes. Cunningham's got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, this is what the coaching staff wants to see. Cunningham being aggressive.
Black the pass to Suggs. Unloads from 13, and he hits the jumper for 2. Suggs has got 23 points.
Well, you guys know I love analytics,
Timeout.
but I still like the mid-range, especially when he's taking the shot.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. He wants to talk to his guys.
Please give a big round of applause for your Magic Youth Dance Team.
For the Pistons, Beasley's checked in for Thompson. Ivy comes in for Hardaway. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Cade Cunningham.
Applause for your Magic Youth Dance Team.
Schroeder outside. Harris outside. Back to Schroeder for the tie. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got his 6th rebound on the night. Wagner from long range. Rebound by the Pistons. Harris has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Ivy finds Schroeder. Throws it up high and stolen by Wagner. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Ivy. Pistons trail by 3. Back to Schroeder. Ivy with a screen for Schroeder. Harris against Wagner. 6 to shoot. Here's Harris. Yes! And the foul. It's on Franz Wagner.
A solid 6'8". Harris can more than handle his own inside. Really an overlooked part of his game.
Nice work at the line so far, going 5 for 5. Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Carter, and Isaac subbed in for Banchero. And it's tied up with that one. Orlando's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. Here's Wagner. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the inside, Stewart. A miss that time, would have put him up. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Magic. Isaac kicks to Suggs. Pass to Black. Now Wagner. Here's Bitadze, covered by Beasley. Harris on the double team.
Here's a look at some stats for Tobias Harris. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. And how about his top 10 ranking and free throw percentage? A knockdown shooter, ultra reliable from the line.
And back to his efficiency from 3, as you said, he's top 10 in the league. Defenses are now trying to deny him the basketball, but really to no avail. First one falls for him. Anthony's checked in for the Magic. And Detroit with a change here, too. Hollins checked in. Both good from the line that time. And here's Ivy, 11 points in the game. For the lead, rebounded by Isaac. Orlando, they've gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Drops in the layup for 2. And the Magic lead by 4.
That's an example there where Isaac just utilizes those God-given gifts he's got to get that one to go.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust.
On the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your move. We have a dancer. You're on the big screen. Beauty dance lesson.
Now that we have a moment, let's take a peek at the teams that are leading the league in blocks. Number 1, the Magic.
And sometimes a team will get one guy who can block. Other times a guy finds ways to get others involved in blocking. It can be contagious. If he can do it, why not me? Then all of a sudden you look up and you're leading the league in blocks.
Now here's Schroeder. Scoreless thus far. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Stewart just a load to deal with inside, giving the defense all they can handle.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. The first one falls.
A 2020 first-round pick. Isaiah Stewart is a load at 6'8", 250. Is very intense. He's a guy you want on your side.
And so Stewart nails both of them. Orlando leading. Here's Black. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Anthony on the wing. Ivy defending. Tries again. Batase with the bucket.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
1:49 left to play in the third. Pass to Holland. Beasley with the screen on Isaac. Beasley outside. Just 4 to shoot. Isaac with some nice D. Orlando leading by 4. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Wagner from long range. Connects from three-point range. Wagner's got 7 points.
He seems to have just lost his touch. Only 1 for his first 5 here in the quarter.
Now, here's Stewart. He's got 9. Ivy finds Stewart. And the dunk by Stewart.
Well, Ivy doing a good job of keeping the ball moving to set his teammate up.
There's the pick. Anthony drawing the double team. Isaac passes to Black. Orlando needs to get off a shot. They get it again. And here's Anthony from the arc. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
A decent threat from outside. It's big for Anthony's confidence when he's knocking down those shots.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Ivy with the bucket. Magic leading by 6. Anthony taking his time here. Wagner on the wing. Fires for 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's Orlando with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Holland is out there with Beasley. Then it's Ivy. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Stewart in at the center position.
And one of the best guard finishers, Ivy, relentless when attacking the rim.
First team foul. Shooting for Detroit, Ivy at the line for 1.
And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jaden Ivey gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
Now, here's Ben Carroll. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 2. Paolo Banchero.
He's off on the first.
And a big man who can do a little bit of everything. Banchero's future is certainly bright.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Pistons trail by 3. Ivy with it. Kicks it out to Schroeder to tie it up. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Isaac's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Black. Ben Carroll, a screen on Beasley. And finished off by Ben Carroll.
Oh, love that. Banchero moves so well with and without the ball.
The Pistons shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Ivy up top, covered by Anthony. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for Orlando. It's a 5-point game. Anthony right side. And he banks in the layup.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Schroeder outside.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Pistons, Dennis Schroeder. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
Simone Fontecchio. He's checked in for Isaiah Stewart. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. To the middle. It's stolen by Schroeder. And here we go, the Pistons fast break. And it's Fontecchio missing.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Anthony can't hit. Pistons trailed by 5. Beasley kicks it over to Schroeder. Fontecchio. He's covered by Banchero. Shot clock at 6. Back to Fontecchio. Over Banchero. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Schroeder, left side. It's stolen by Anthony. Pass to Banchero. Here's Black. Anthony on the wing. And the layup's good off the glass. And that's 13 points for Cole Anthony.
Well, look at how fast Anthony's drive is, making it very difficult for the defense to keep up.
Schroeder outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Magic leading by 7. Outside Anthony. Anthony drawing the double team. It's stolen by Schroeder. Here's Ivy. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you can see that quick twitch athleticism. Ivy is likely to spend a lot of time at the line in this league.
Ivy, 2 shots.
And that one falls for Ivy.
Well, a top 5 pick back in 2022. Jaden Ivey's athleticism sticks out in a league of athletes. He is that explosive.
And Ivy drops them both. Magic leading by 5. Now Banchero takes it inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Cade Cunningham.
An aggressive, creative player on the attack. I like seeing Banchero get those whistles.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, look, Banchero's a guy who can put the offense on his back, and sometimes he can do it for long stretches.
And the Pistons making a change here. Hollins checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Pass to Ivy. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Ivy's got 9 points now in just the second half. Here is a screen on Cunningham. Driving to the basket. Suggs passes to Black. Count that one. Black's got his first basket. Pistons trail by 7. And here's Beasley. Cunningham outside. Reed a screen on Suggs. Down low. And the dunk by Reed.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Now, here's Suggs. Van Carroll looking around. It's stolen by Cunningham. Jumps up, and Cunningham with the slam.
Well, that was all Cade Cunningham. What a two-way play.
Suggs up top. That one, no good. Cunningham with some nice D. And it's Beasley in the corner. And it's all evened up.
Yeah, a natural scorer. Ivy is developing into a tremendous playmaker.
The Magic have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Pass to Wagner. To the paint. Picked off in midair. Now Detroit moving it up. Harris against Ivy. Cunningham outside to take the lead. Back to Ivy. 5 to shoot. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Well, Orlando shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Pass to Suggs. And here's Banchero. Back to Suggs. With 1 on the clock, and Suggs throws it down.
Well, we saw Suggs' ability to take over games at the collegiate level, doing the same here in the NBA.
Reed a screen on Suggs. Cunningham passes to Reed. Here's Ivy. Back to Reed. And the dunk by Reed.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page.
Attention fans, now on the court is your hype squad. Get loud and let them hear it. Okay, fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Let me hear you get loud, Magic fans.
For the Magic, Carter, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. Wagner comes in for Black. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Gary Harris. Then for the Pistons, Jalen Duren. He's checked in for Paul Reed. Harris comes in for Holland. And it's Thompson in for Beasley. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Jamal Mosley was going over with his team. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Well, there's the determination from KCP. He'll go right at you.
Ivy against Caldwell Pope. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Shooting for Detroit, Ivy. At the line for 2.
And the first one drops. And Ivy drops them both. For Orlando, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Banchero. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up.
Personal foul.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
Banchero taking 2 shots.
That free throw, good from Banchero. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
I like this aggressive mentality he's adopted in the second half, doing everything he can to get to the line.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play. And that sends Cade Cunningham to the free throw line.
5th team foul.
It's on Paolo Banchero.
Shooting for Detroit, Cade Cunningham. At the line for 1.
Free throw no good for Cunningham.
The former #1 pick, Cunningham has dealt with some injuries, but when he's healthy, he's always a factor.
Now, here's Suggs. Caldwell Pope for 3. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Thompson kicks to Cunningham. The screen from Thompson. Here's Duran.
That is what they want from Duran. Spike it, young fella.
The Magic trail by 3. Here's Suggs. Inside. Here's Banchero. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Banchero's got 7 points for the quarter.
And this is what everyone wants to see. Banchero is attacking without hesitation on the offensive end.
The Pistons working the ball around now. Harris setting the pick for Cunningham. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Suggs has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pass to Banchero. Now, here's Suggs. Wagner from long range. The rebound by Ivy.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes. Time and time again, Harris stepping up with plays to help his team. That guy is a gamer.
Now, here's Suggs. Carter left side. Banchero outside. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Carter's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Paolo Banchero living up to those lofty expectations. A great young player.
Now, here's Cunningham. And it's Suggs with the rebound. Suggs has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Wagner passes to Banchero. Caldwell Pope outside. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Cunningham. Chalk up 2 there. Cunningham's got 19 points.
Cunningham's teammates and coaches trust in him in a big spot.
Banchero with the ball. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. Oh, and they take the lead. Banchero's got 17 now, just in the second half.
Used to these big moments from his college days. Banchero's heartbeat should stay low here.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Jaden Ivey.
It's your 407 Paint Speed.
And Detroit has possession. Duran with a screen on Caldwell Pope. Here's Cunningham. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Pass to Banchero. Got it!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Now, here's Cunningham. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Well, in these big moments, Cunningham really wants the ball.
Here's Banchero. No good on the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Suggs. Count it!
Well, he's got that clutch gene in him. Suggs digging deep when they need it.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Thompson sets the pick for Hardaway. Lets it go with a three. Can't knock in the three.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
8 seconds left to play here in the fourth, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
At the line to the taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here.
Stand. Get ready, everyone. See yourself on the screen, and you show us your best moves. Let's go. Everybody get down. Look at those moves. Let's go!
And an intentional foul right there.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
At the line to shoot. Gameday.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So now for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Paolo Banchero.